Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so.
If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jalea, if you didn't already know that. If you do know that, because most of y'all do, thank you guys for tuning into this video today. So I've been super freaking busy, guys. Like, if you haven't noticed, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. And that's not because I don't love y'all. It's because your girl is swamped. Yesterday was Monday. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday I had my third lecture exam for the unit I'm in. And I also had my last lab exam of vet school ever. I'm done with anatomy, guys. For me, clap it up. Thursday I have surgery again, but I'm a anesthetist this time. On top of the fact that next Monday I have my final for this unit, I'm swamped. And I literally don't have time to do anything, barely to breathe, because today's Tuesday and I have to prepare for surgery for Thursday. In between my chaotic week, I want to film a video because it's been too long for me to not have put out anything. I'll put a quiz on my Instagram, both my Instagram accounts, my main and my doctor page, and even ask some of my personal friends what they wanted to see. And though I do Vimcast content, you guys know how I get down. I personally think I'm going to save that for another week. And this week I'm going to put out a girl talk because the girlies haven't talked in a long time. So I'm calling all the girlies. And the men can come too. Y'all can come. It's not really like y'all can't join the party, but it's for my girls. Just a girly talk. And I'm just sitting here. I'm chilling, taking a break from studying before I start studying again. I feel like why not be productive? So let's get into this video, guys. The first thing I was asked to talk about is what is it like being a black woman in STEM? Being black in STEM, period, is difficult. Like, we don't have a way paved for us already. So a lot of us are just like digging the path and the road to just what we want. And, you know, STEM is such a big, broad field. It's not a narrow field all the time. I have my niche in vet med, but other people like technology. Like, some people like math. Some people just like science, but they like science in the sense of research, or so many paths in STEM. There's not enough people in STEM, period. A lot of the black communities don't push STEM. They push like simple things, like, you know, go get a degree, just get a degree in communications and keep it moving. Like, you know, they don't push science, math, technology, engineering, because of the fact that, one, it's super hard. Like, you have to have you got to be a certain type of person to be in STEM. You have to be very determined, very go-getter like not everybody has that mindset to be in a go-getter mindset 24/7, because it's exhausting. Like, we have to talk about being in STEM and how exhausting it is as a black person, period, or even just as a person in STEM. It's a lot. And to be black just adds that extra exhaustion, because again, it's more served to people of other ethnicities that aren't black. Being black in the veterinary field in specific, because I can speak on that because that's where my experience lies, it's still hard. I will say it's getting easier-ish, but it's still difficult to just, like, you know, if we're being quite honest, I'm in a class of 120 something people at Virginia, Maryland. Y'all know that. It's nothing new. But out of 120 people, let me see. Six of us are black. Out of 120 people, like 6 of us are black in my class. I will say the class that just came in after us, my first year babies, it's a lot more of them. It's probably like about 10. It's more than 10. It's got to be like 15 of them. It's a lot of them that identify with some sort of African American descent or ethnicity, right? And that's why, again, not to go on my tangent like I always do, but that's exactly why I'm doing what I do. I didn't have that support. I paved the little bit of way that I got for myself. And again, I still have black mentors that are helping me continue to pave my way in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're helping me continue. They're being resources to me, like giving me experiences. It takes a village of people in a community to see you being in a position that of authority. Because, I mean, to be quite honest, black people are not always in higher positions of authority. And if they are, they kind of get up there and forget about the rest of us. Like, I don't want to be that person. I want to make sure I pave a way for people behind me. Even just dealing with some of the microaggressions, being one of 6 in a class full of 120 people, you know, it's a thing. It's really a thing where you're labeled as aggressive, where you're labeled as the outspoken person, but I just have an opinion. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna shrink my blackness or my opinionatedness or anything that makes you uncomfortable. I'm not shrinking it to be in a room with 120 of you guys. It's not happening. I'm gonna be me through and through. I think the keys in black, like being black in any field, especially STEM, is to continue to be yourself. If you want to go out in that pink bubble coat, baby, wear it. You want to go out in them sneakers and them J's, be you. Do not change yourself once you get into a room full of white people. Stand out. Be who you are. Like, be who you are all the time. My next point, somebody asked me, what is my hair routine while in school? And honestly, guys, I feel like you guys know the answer to this sometimes. You see me in my wig majority of the time. And that's just because I don't have time to do my hair. I recently did my hair. It don't look like it now because it's getting old, but like, I did my hair, and when I have time to breathe, which is rare, but when I do and I can do a wash day, I love wash days. If you already established a good hair routine prior to coming to school, I think you'll be fine in maintaining it. I never really had a super great routine with my hair. I would wash it 2 weeks, wash it 3 weeks. Like, I'm still learning how to have a good routine with my hair, so as a result, I don't have one, and when I get tired of my hair, I throw on a wig expeditiously. And y'all saw me try to attempt to do braids for the first time, so I can continue to go back to that when I don't want to do my hair. So having a hair routine in school is hard if you don't have one already, but if you've maintained it, or you're a natural girl and you always wear your natural hair, then you'll have a routine of doing your hair every so often like you need to do. But somebody who doesn't have a routine, we be struggling. We be struggling bad. Like, me and some of my friends, we be like, I gotta wash my hair, it's been like 4 weeks. And you're like, what? Yeah, I've been having the wig on, the scarf on. The scarf is my favorite. My next question is, like, what is a little bit of my love life like? That's funny. Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. To kind of explain this in a normal way, I'm dating, obviously, but I'm dating while still putting myself first. And I've never done that before. I've never dated and put myself first. Like, I would just put my all into dating. I'm the star of this show. I'm realizing in my life, like, I put everybody else above me a lot. I always just put myself in the back burner, and I'm just tired of that. No mas. So again, I'm dating, but you know, we're gonna see where stuff goes, where things go. I'm not closed off to anything. I've never been closed off to anything. I'm not that kind of person. I will say, for my girls, my young girls out here, or the girls who are just trying to learn themselves, listen to your body. And I'm not saying that in a like sexual way. Sexually, of course, listen to your body. If something don't feel right, don't do it, or don't, you know, get involved with things that feel wrong. I say it in a sense like, for example, I'm not gonna get too graphic or talk about it because this is like a little personal, but I was dealing with somebody, and the whole time, this is why it's so important to have a relationship with God, guys. So important, because I was dealing with somebody, we were talking, and it wasn't even like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, it was nothing. And we were just cool, and we were just talking. And this individual literally is like talking very flirtatiously, sexual to me. And I'm like, this don't feel right. I was just so caught up in how I was feeling. And I literally heard the Holy Spirit say to me, Jalea, that person is not for me. I didn't send it. And I said, in my head, I'm like, maybe I'm just dozing off hearing things. So I go to therapy the next day. And I told my therapist, and she's like, she said, I don't know. She said, I would kind of listen to that. She said, but I'm going to give you a way to tell if it's real or not. She said, we're going to know. We're going to find out. She was like, because I feel like I believe what you're saying, and I believe that it was really the Holy Spirit. She said, however, let's test it, right? Let's test the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit, the Bible literally says test the Lord, because he will show you what it is, right? Somewhere. Don't ask me the verse, don't ask me to quote it, but I know that's a verse somewhere because I've read it before. Hopefully. So my therapist gives me a way to test it. She's like, state your boundaries. That's it. Nothing else to say. Just state your boundaries and see what happens. I stated my boundaries, guys. Radio silent. Right, that man never spoke to me again. Not like literally. I wish I was lying to y'all. Never said nothing again. And I said, and that's how I know that the Holy Spirit was talking to me. That's how you know it's important to be able to hear God. Because if you can't, Imagine if I had kept going through with that, knowing how my body was already telling me something was off. Who knows what could happen to me? You'd have been a murderer. Like, I don't know. Like, you really don't know. So you really gotta, like, have discernment and have intuition in what you're feeling. So that's for my young girls. Listen to yourself. If something don't feel right, don't force it. Keep it pushing and pour into your own cup. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when people disappear from your life or when chapters close, you have to continue to keep moving. And sometimes that's hard. Sometimes it's not easy to keep moving forward. But at the same time, you're the only person left with you at the end of the day. You're gonna have to be alone at some point. Like, you have to be able to sit with you and be okay with you. I'm gonna leave that topic where it is. The next topic I have is active healing within the Black community. I just feel as though, like, trauma runs deep. Trauma runs deeper than you. Trauma runs so deep that it runs, like, through your parents, through your grandparents, through your great grandparents, through so many generational lines. And that's, imagine two people coming together. They each have a long line of history of trauma. Like, like, there's trauma from my dad's side, there's trauma from my mom's side, there's just trauma. I am a ball of trauma because I'm not even just my own experiences, but I'm experiencing other people's trauma that was just put on me from just me being born. We're all responsible for breaking our own generational curses. At the end of the day, I may have got it from my mama, may have got it from my daddy, but my dad's not here and my mom is healing her own personal work. So that means it's Jaleea's responsibility to figure it out. Nobody else is gonna, like, fix my problems but me. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't expect nobody to fix my problems. Like, that makes no sense. You don't have to deal with nobody's BS. You don't have to, because again, on you. Like, it's on them. It's on you to figure out how to break the bad habits and how to break the negative self-talk or the overeating. It's on you. Like, and that's what going to therapy taught me. So I think if you feel as though, like, you may have some traumas or whatever the case may be, I recommend you to go to therapy. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. And I know some people have had some really bad experiences with therapy. Keep looking for the right therapist until you find the right therapist, because I love therapy, guys. I'm not lying to you. My therapist is Chef's Kiss. She's amazing. I tell her everything. I don't hide nothing from my therapist because she's great. And I just definitely think that also ties into spirituality and, you know, finding your higher power, whether that be the universe, whether that be God, which is mine, or that be Buddha, like, whatever you believe in, that's up to you. But I think it's great to have a higher power so you can realize I have no control over half of this BS that happens to me. The only thing I can control is me, myself, and I, and maybe what I do or eat or whatever today. Like, that's all I can do is control Jalea. And all you can do is control you. At the end of the day, you have to make a choice to change. It has to be something you want to do. My next topic, somebody asked me, what is it like finding, like, what are your hobbies? Like, what is it like me trying to find my hobbies? I've been just taking up random things. Like, for example, like, on my vision board this year, I said I want to bake something new once a month. Have I done that? No. However, I'm trying to, like, expand my horizons in terms of, like, baking, because I never baked before, but I actually made, like, my friend's cookies, and it was like, oh, this is bust. Mind you, Jasmine taught me how to bake. She's a great baker, but she was like, try these cookies. Like, I asked her, so teach me how to make oatmeal cookies, and she taught me. And now I'm obsessed with baking because I'm like, now I can do something. I'm not the best baker, but I can bake cookies now. And before, the very first time I made cookies, they came out tasting like baking soda. My mom was like, this is disgusting. And I was like, I can't bake to save my life. Me thinking in my head, the first time we made these cookies, they were coming out horrible. I'm like, these are not going to be good, because the last time I made cookies, they taste like baking soda. I made them cookies. Girl, let me tell you, them was the best cookies I ever made in my entire life. They were the first cookies, but they were the best cookies ever. And they were oatmeal apple cookies, I think. They were so good. With like a maple glazed drizzle. Girl, you would have thought I was on, like, what was it? What's that show called? You would have thought I was on MasterChef Junior. Like, I was sitting there like that little boy whipping the mashed potatoes. That was me. And then I ended up trying something new at my comfort zone. One of my friends asked me to make him, what was it? Red velvet with, like, white chocolate chip. Mind you, I don't eat chocolate, so I couldn't taste it. I was like, I'm not tasting this because I don't like chocolate. But I made the red velvet cookies, and I asked him, I was like, are they good? Like, be real with me. If they nasty, it's okay. I'll take the slack. And he was like, no, like, they're actually bust. He's like, I crushed the whole thing. I'm like, yes, I just recently told myself this year I'm going to start learning how to crochet, because I want to learn how to make clothes and make hats and purses and stuff for myself. So I'm looking over here because Pluto's right here. Y'all know how Pluto get down in my videos. But I'm learning how to crochet. I haven't started yet. I actually bought the materials yesterday, but I'm probably not gonna start till after this week is over, after my exam, so I can actually have time to do it. And you guys already know, if you don't, I'm a plant girl. And don't look at my leaf. It's a little sad right now. But this is one of my mini plants. This is my Chalthea, and she's really temperamental. Like, if you could see like the brown right here, this is a very high moisture plant. So when it's not moistured enough in the atmosphere or whatever, it starts to crumble, cracky, breaky, whatever. But I'm trying to fix that. And I still got some new baby leaves coming in because they look really small. But I love plants. I have a crap ton of plants. So I'm also indulging in that. So just kind of things that set my soul on fire. I'm trying to learn what those are and indulge in them. I mean, who else is going to help me find what I like if I don't try everything once? Hence my pottery class, like, hence me painting. Like, just, I'm very creative. So me indulging in creative things or making things is my jam. The next point somebody asked me is, what is the best advice I found so far this year? And that's a really good question. And the year is still relatively new, so I could find something better. But right now, in this moment, what I've learned is to literally just do it. Like, literally just do it. And I'm the type of person to talk myself out of things all the time. Like, with my hobbies, like my crochet. What if I'm bad at it? Why would I start that? What if I can't bake? What if my cookies turn out horrible? Right? That's kind of been what I normally do about things. But something's just like, just do it. So when I actually just started doing things and just stop thinking about it, stop overthinking it, and just do it, I get good results every single time. Whatever you've been putting off, or you just been like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't know if I want to do that because I did that with YouTube. I was like, oh, I don't know, what if nobody likes my videos? What if nobody posts my content? What if I'm not supported? Just do it, because right now I have 340 something subscribers, and I love each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. And it's like, I thought I was gonna have no support, and yet I'm low-key getting support every single day. So don't let the negative self-talk stop you from doing something. Just do it. And one of the things I did that with also was gratitude. So I've been practicing gratitude. Like, in gratitude, if you don't know what that is, just basically being grateful for the things that you have right in this present moment, instead of worrying about what you don't have. Appreciating what I have in the moment that isn't materialistic. Like, I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm in vet school. I'm thankful for the fact that blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm thankful for my community, my people, my person. Like, you know, I'm thankful for that. So kind of doing that. And I also do affirmations in the morning, and I do that before I even touch my phone, guys. Before I touch my phone in the morning, I turn off the alarm, and maybe plus or minus I'll look to see, like, maybe somebody's location. Sometimes I'm looking for Jasmine, see if she actually went to school. I'll do that, but I will not get on any social media. I will not text somebody back until I'm up, my bed is made, and I've done my gratitude for the morning. That is what I like to do, because when I do that, I feel like I'm a lot more appreciative of the day. I actually am in the works of something that I think you guys would actually like if you want to actually start working on gratitude. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, because it's still in the works. And again, me being in school takes up a lot of my time, so it's not even finished yet. But I think you guys would really, really like it, and I can't wait to share it with you when it's done. But just practicing gratitude and saying, you know, 3 things I'm thankful for today. Thankful for passing my exams today. Thankful for my relationship with God. Thankful for my community. Boom. And I feel like doing that in the morning time, when you first wake up without actually touching your phone, it helps you to plan your day and to make you feel like what is the energy you want for the day, kind of thing, you know? Somebody also asked me, and I get this question so much. You guys would be shocked how many people actually ask me this question on a regular basis. How do you have time to do everything in vet school? Like, how do I have time to be a content creator and be in vet school? How do I have time to indulge in those hobbies I was talking about? Or shadow work and self-healing? How do I have time to do all of these things, right? That's a really good question. I don't. And I'm not even lying to you. I have no time. None. Like, even right now, I technically have class right now. Like, there's a teacher teaching lecture that I should be sitting in that I didn't. Why? Because I didn't want to. And it's more so along the lines of, like, you just have to make time where there is no time. If I don't indulge in the things that I love, I'm going to lose them. Like, I'm going to miss out on me, because I'm not just a veterinarian in training. I'm not just a vet student. Like, I have other identities outside of vet med, and I'm not gonna I love vet med. I love animals. That is really me, but I'm not gonna let that be my identity. Because what happens when I'm in the practice and all I have is vet med, nothing else. I have no other layers to me. I just work with animals. Okay, like, what do you do in your free time? I work with animals. Like, it's like you're like a robot. You're programmed at that point. No, I like to go out. I like to have fun. I like to try new places. I like to eat new foods. I like to get plants. I like nature. Like layers to me, right? You don't have time in vet school, but you make time. You make sure you make time. So my next point, what is something that I'm looking forward to? So I didn't want to tell the tea yet, but I'm so excited. I don't really care. This summer I have rotation, so I don't really have a summer this summer, which kind of sucks. But I have 4 rotations this summer. I have a PC public corporate core with I'm working at the school for, and then I have an externship, which is I can do anything with that externship anywhere that I want to do. Then I have Pluto's on my washing machine. Pluto! I have emergency rotation at the school, and then I have radiology as my last and final rotation. So that is basically my summer. That we have 3 weeks off and I come back to school. I'm officially gonna be a third year, y'all. I'm so close. I'm really looking forward to externs and clinics this summer. Like, I'm ecstatic. And my externship, I actually just got approved a couple weeks ago. So drum roll. I'm going to Florida for my externship. I'm so freaking excited, y'all. I have no idea. No idea. I'm like jittering. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I'm so excited because I'm working with exotics. If you don't know what exotics are, I'll tell you right quick. Exotics can be anything. So you have zoo animal exotics, and then you have pet pocket exotics. I'm not really a zoo med girl. I do like marine mammals like dolphins and seals and that kind of thing. Sharks. That's my vibe. But sea turtles, like, those are my interests as far as zoo med. But I'm not working with zoo med this summer. I'm working on the pocket pet side of things. So basically, I'm working at a hospital in Florida where if whoever owns whatever animals, you're able to bring them in. It could be, I don't think it's necessarily dog, cat, because it's more so focused around exotics. So I'll be seeing a lot of snakes, lizards, birds, turtles. I've seen people own monkeys, sugar gliders. I'm so excited. And I'm going to Florida for 3 weeks. And I'm going to be near a beach. And I'm going to be working with exotics. It's like, oh, yes, yes, yes. So I haven't told nobody that for real. My close friends obviously know that. But I'm really looking forward to that because I've never worked with exotics ever. Like, never. That's going to be a vlog. You guys know it's going to be a vlog. I'm going to vlog it from me going down there to me doing it for 3 weeks to me coming back. Like, it's gonna be that's gonna be like a 2-part series vlog. I'm excited, so excited. Next thing somebody asked me is, how do you have so much confidence, especially in vet med? Like, I really have to realize to focus on my own race, focusing on my path. So like, sometimes it's easy to get discouraged when you're watching somebody else, when you guys may be watching me, and maybe easy to be discouraged because it looks like I have everything together. Please know I don't. I don't want to lead you to a false reality to make you think I got everything together all the time. I do not. Like, I still have my days where things are hard or where I don't know what I'm doing. No. It's not all perfect sunshine rainbows over here all the time. It's like when we start trying to compare our races to people, things start to get cloudy. You start to feel like you're not doing enough. You start to want to just like beat yourself down, and that's not what you should do. Just run your own race. If you feel like, hey, I don't like where I am right now in life. I don't like the fact that I don't have a car. I don't like the fact that I don't have a job. I don't like the fact that I'm living at home with my parents and I'm like 30. Like, you know, things like that. If you don't like something, the beautiful thing about life is you can change it. Like I said in the previous thing, just do it. Go out there and start looking for a job. Make money and to save up and to move out. Get out your comfort zone. Stop staying stagnant. Like, change. That's why my channel, I really strive to be as transparent as possible, because I don't want y'all to think, oh, Jalea just out here, she's doing great, she is immaculate. And I am. Don't get it twisted. But again, everybody has their days. Whether you see them or not, they're there. So don't think just because you don't see it, it don't exist. You know what I mean? My last and final point, guys, I transitioned from city life to Blacksburg, which is kind of rural. A lot of the vet schools are in rural locations. So if you come from like DC, you come from Maryland, you come from maybe you do come from New York, New Jersey, like it could be very different. California, very different lifestyle than some of these schools. Like, especially down here in Blacksburg, it's very different. There is, again, like I told you guys before, the nearest hair store for a black person is 40 minutes away. And y'all know Sally's is not a real hair store for black people, right? I feel like the black people, we know that Sally's is not a real hair store for us. We know that. 40 minutes I have to drive to go to the nearest Popeyes. 40 minutes to the nearest Kava. 40 minutes. Like, keep that in mind. So transitioning from city life to rural life was really difficult at first. I hated it my first year. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting here like I want to go home. All my people are at home. Like, I want to leave. The hair store is 5 minutes from my house and home. Popeyes is down the street. Cobb is down the street. Everything I want and need is down the street. But here, it's 40 minutes to an hour. And sometimes there's some things that I'm not going to even find. It's all the way in Charlotte. 2 hours from here. Like, so I said to say, I spent a lot of my first year hating it down here. And I think that was hard for me. It was really disappointing because I also spent a lot of time hating undergrad. Like, I was like, I hate it there. I'm ready to leave. And I had to get to a point where I gotta stay present and not so much as looking so far into the future that I can't see where I'm at right now and appreciate it, because now I'm a TU alum and I'm like, dang, I miss Towson. I remember when things used to be up the street, or we used to have a good nightlife, or things would stay open till midnight, 2 a.m. down there because everybody's a college town, as opposed to like down here things close at 9 o'clock and it's still a college town. How does the Target close at 9? Like, the Target in Towson would close at like 10:30, 10. So it's like, there's a really big shift. It's a really big adjustment. And I think just kind of appreciating where you are and trying to find the happy parts of where you are is really important. I kind of like Blacksburg. I'm learning that it's silent. I'm learning that I don't have to, like, think so much about where things are. I know where it is. I have an Uptown Cheapskate, I have a TJ Maxx, I have a Home Goods, and a Home Goods is actually really good down here. The Plato's Closet, immaculate. Even when I'm in Maryland, sometimes I'm like, dang, I kind of miss Blacksburg just a little bit, because it's like, it's quieter. It's not so chaotic. It's very slow pace of life, you know? So when you're transitioning, try to stay present in the moment to really find things you enjoy. Me and my friends, we find random stuff to do. Like, we find coffee shop to study at in Roanoke. We do so much. We go to Charlotte for a day. We're going to South Carolina. Like, you know, it's just things like that to just kind of enjoy where you are in the present moment and to not take it for granted. Because again, vet school is going to fly by. I'm already a second year, guys. Like, you guys have been watching me since I was a first year, some of you. So it's like, and I'm almost done with my second year. I'm about to be in third year. So think about how fast time is really flying. It's 2024. I got 2 years. I graduate in 2026. Like, 2 years and I'm done. Like, 2 more years. So I think I'm just trying to slow down, appreciate life for where I am, appreciate who's in my life right now, appreciate the people who have been there for me from day one. You know, because again, life changes and life comes at you fast. You don't know who's gonna not be here anymore. Like, I just lost my grandfather a couple months ago, lost my dad almost 4 years ago now. My dad's almost been gone. Like, it's like time really doesn't stop for nobody. So I tend to say, just appreciate who's here, love on your people, give your people their flowers while they're still sitting next to you. And because you just never know when somebody's last day on earth is going to be, or when your last day on earth is going to be. So might as well live it up and enjoy where you are. That's kind of like my girl talk, I feel like. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm working on the content, y'all. It's coming slow, but it's coming. And I just appreciate you guys for sticking through with me. Make sure you share my video because I still need subscribers and I love each and every one of y'all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.